Candace applied for BuzzFeed, and what happens next will absolutely make your day. I'm such a bitch. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and to all the new subscribers, what's up? Thanks for coming by. Okay, we got Mugsy here. Oh my goodness, little Mugser. Little Mugser's here. Okay, I don't think he's enjoying this. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, I put him back on the bed. Today I really wanted to talk about how I got my job at BuzzFeed, and then later on I really want to talk about why I left. But I made these videos to be separate because they both have really valuable information about getting your dream job or getting your job after college, and then how to really work up the courage or the skills to use when you're going to leave a job that you really care about. I want to be able to help you guys in any way I can in achieving your dreams. So I guess you could say little baby Candace, little baby side pony, was abroad in Germany. Abroad in Germany, like having the best. Okay. Do you see that? He's meowing. She was abroad in Germany and she discovered this website called BuzzFeed back in 2011. And she really liked it. And I think for a lot of us, you know, BuzzFeed is really a part of our everyday lives. And it became a part of mine before the quizzes started and everything like that. When it was big time lists, I was super into it and I was sending things to everyone, and I was like, how do these writers like understand my white girl problems? And when I was navigating through school, I majored in film, but I knew that I wanted to write a little bit. And I know some of you might say that, you know, BuzzFeed writers aren't real writers. I get that. But I really wanted to work there. One of my sorority sisters, Ashley Perez, who you might know, she went to Pepperdine with me. We were both DJs. I noticed that she was a writer, and I really just wanted to talk to her and grab coffee with her and really understand what it was like to work there and know if it was someplace that I wanted to be. And this is really important because a lot of people say to focus only on your grades in college, focus on getting that 4.0. But look, I'm gonna be honest with you, unless you're going to law school or graduate school, having a killer internship and knowing a bunch of people and networking way trumps a 4.0 GPA on your resume when you want to get a job in media or other places that aren't like sciences or things like that. Not to say that I'm dumb. I was talking to Ashley and she agreed to have coffee with me, and that was so kind of her. If you're watching, Ashley, you are the reason why I got my job at BuzzFeed. Thank you so much. And I said, how can I get a job here? I want to work here. I feel like I understand these people understand me. I don't have a writing journalism background, but I really love social media and I have a film writing background. And she just said, you know, look at the content, study the content, know the content, and write your own pieces. So you can be a community writer, community contributor on BuzzFeed and write your own lists or articles or quizzes, and there's a team of moderators that can choose to select your content and put it on the front page. And so I set up an account as a little baby Candace, and I just started writing things that made sense to me at the time. So I wrote stuff about being a college senior. I wrote things about going to Pepperdine even, or about being from Texas. A couple of them got selected to be put on the front page, and I was so excited. You get a little email from the team that's like, congratulations, you're going on the front page. And it was like, every night I would hope and pray to God that I would get one of those emails. Luckily, I did also have internships at places like Fox and Sony, and so I had this well-balanced resume, which is what you really should be looking for. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You need to be able to have internships, but also have good grades and really be a go-getter and self-starter. Jobs do not come to you. That is one thing you guys should know. People say, you're so special, you're so great, you deserve everything. That might be true. You might be the specialist person in the world, but the employer doesn't know that. And you've got to prove it to them. And that's what I did. I was like, look, Alex, who was my boss, I can do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna kick ass. And that's what I did. So I applied to be a fellow, and Ashley hooked me up with the boss, and I wrote in all my pieces, had my resume, shoved it in his face, and I was like, look, I know that I don't have a journalism background, but I promise you, I have the voice for this. I can do it, just give me a chance. I ended up getting an interview, probably because Ashley knew me, honestly. Thank you, God. And I was so sweaty and I was so hot. And I really think I overdressed because I was in like a blazer and a dress and heels. And I walked into BuzzFeed and everyone's in like jeans and a t-shirt. And I was like, all right. So I sat down in the interview. I was like sweating. Like I already have sweaty palms. I was sweating. I was sitting there trying to act cool. Like, I'm really excited to work here. I love it. It's great. Yeah. One of the first questions he asked me was, tell me one thing about yourself that makes you completely different than anyone else applying for this job. And I was sitting there and I was like, I said that I hate a lot of orange foods. And he actually laughed. It was really funny because I'm sure he was not expecting that. I'm sure he was expecting me to be like, I founded this one company that I was being myself. And I think that's what helped me, is that I just, as soon as I let my guard down and said these embarrassing thing about myself, it really helped. I was also annoying as hell after my interview. I was calling and emailing and following up every day, being like, thank you so much for the opportunity. So excited to work with you. Pretending like I had this freaking job, basically. And I just wanted it so bad, and I wanted to make sure he knew that. In between the interview and waiting to hear back, I actually sprained my ankle attempting to run to class, crossing a crosswalk. And I did it in front of like 100 people, and it was really embarrassing. And I never want to think about that again. I had like a little bit of painkillers, and I get a phone call, and it's like a Los Angeles number, and I was like, this is it. This is my fate for after graduation. I picked up the phone and I was like, this is Candace. And he was like, hi, this is Alex from BuzzFeed. I was just calling about, you know, your application to work with us. And I was like, shoot, I didn't get it. This guy sounds so depressed right now. And he said, I have some news and I just want to let you know. And I was like, and like a little bead of sweat dripping down. And I was like, I might break my other ankle. And he goes, you got the job. And I was so excited. It was like the best day ever. And I got hired as a fellow, an editorial fellow, and I was so excited. And my class had 3 other people in it. It was me, if you guys know Christian, Zamora, Javi, and then one other girl was in there with me. And it's basically this entire process of like college all over again, where you're trained every week and you're challenged every week to write new stuff. And it's a little competitive because it's basically a trial run. And BuzzFeed hired me on for the fellowship, and it's like, you have 3 months to prove to us what you've got, and then you can get hired full time. It was pretty stressful. I was pimply everywhere. By the end, I was sweating, I was eating a lot. This is where a lot of my weight gain came in. Yeah, and so I started at BuzzFeed and I worked as a fellow, and I thank God I got hired as a writer. And it was 2.5 years of my life, and it was some of the best years of my life. And I want to talk about in my next video, just so this isn't like 30 minutes long, my decision to leave, why I left. I'm not there anymore, obviously, but in the meantime, Sophia made a really great video about her time at BuzzFeed and why she left, and I'll leave that below in the comments. I hope this helped you learn about, you know, the hiring process at BuzzFeed, and a lot of you probably do want to work there. I hope you guys don't think this is for views. I just want to help you get acclimated with what to do after school, and that it's all gonna be okay, and that you've just gotta focus on what you want and be determined and be motivated and stay motivated. Yeah. Alright, you guys. Until next time.